you searching for a new home? With SRE.com, you can get a mortgage from as low as 1.55% APR fixed for 15 years. Plus, with SRE.com, you will receive up to $1,000 cash back when you close. Get in touch and we will match you with an expert that fits your unique needs and circumstances. Click or tap now to start the qualification process. 15-year fixed mortgage as low as 1.55 APR. Actual rates may vary based on credit and availability.
We also will need another good ingredient, and that's going to be ice. So I am making more ice right now. So, well, I have ice, but creating more ice in the freezer. Yeah, it's pretty hot today, so this is a very good dish for a hot day. We're having a little heat wave today, beginning of summer in the LA area. So and I don't got any AC, so gotta do this. This is one of the things you gotta do. get the fan on. So you are actually watching water boil. Turn the fan a little more. Yeah. Hey Jennifer, how you doing? Somen, it's really hot. You know how hot it is, and it's really simple. I got the somen and I got the ginger paste. So I'm gonna make somen noodles, and you need ice, and you need the soup base we already made the other day with the I'm in the fridge. We already have the soup base already all made. Yeah, it's just trying to keep cool. Jennifer, just trying to keep cool. It's going to be a big heat wave, so AC still out. The AC company said, I emailed them yesterday, oh yeah, they were giving the excuse it's a city, because I talked to them last week. We're waiting for their permission. So I called the city today, because they said yesterday, oh yeah, we're still waiting on the city. And the thing is this, I called them up and they said, oh yeah, the paperwork was filed today, and we approved it today. So they were trying to BS me. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole almost a week. No, I actually it depends, because I'm trying to back off, because I'm not getting any sleep. if you know what I'm saying. So I came, actually what happened was I came back really late from badminton. I came back like around about 12 o'clock or after. So yeah, it was so hot last night, I ended up going late to badminton, and actually I got to play because it was really, really crowded. Because actually the day before, a couple of days before, I just left because it's just too crowded. So one of the guys said, hey, you're here, why don't you just stay? So I stayed there and I actually played with them, and we had some good games. So it's really freaky good games. I mean, really good workout. So, you know, so before I just went there and I came back and watched the YouTube. That's what I did the last couple of times. But yesterday night, the guy was saying, you're here, why are you leaving? You know, that's half the battle is getting there. So I was really going to leave. But no, just wait. So I waited a while, and then I just played with them for a bunch. So that was actually really good that I stayed. Got a really good workout. Okay, I do get the karage. I have karage from the grocery store, the Japanese grocery store. So I'm heating that up right now in the air fryer. In the air fry function. Right now I'm boiling the water for the somen. Somen's going to take not that long. Let's see. But I'm also going to do some gyoza up in the. I better clean that pan. Let's see. The somen's going to take like 3 minutes. Okay, that's real easy. Oh yeah, I saw some couple of stains up in the wok, so I used my real wok brush. This is a real wok brush to actually scrub out scrub that out, wash that out. So the first business today is going to make the somen, and then I'm going to make the gyoza. Looks like let me check the air fryer. Oh yeah, they look okay right now. They look good. The karage, I heated those up. Keep it in there. Okay, the somen. Let me get the scissors. The somen does come in these little bundles. They come in these little bundles. Okay, so this is somen. Let's see. Let's go. About 3 minutes a pop. Usually these are servings, but I'm not too fussy. I guess if you have like a restaurant, you have servings, so it's like a serving. 1. 3 minutes. 2. 2. Okay.
You know that big part of detergent jug is 85% water, right? 85% water.
Well, I can't do anything about that. You know, they're the only ones that the company's going through, so I'm at their mercy. I just say email, like, you know, I didn't call them, but I just said, hey, I just gave them the truth. I called them and they said it was submitted today and it was approved today. So it's up to them how they want to take it, you know? They don't care. Who else am I going to go to, you know? They're the only ones that the home warranty company has approved, so what am I going to do? You know what I'm saying? And plus they're in Vegas, you know, come on. I did talk to a lady. They said, "Yeah, we're located in Vegas, so and they know AC. Come on, in Vegas they gotta know AC." So I'm cooking this up for 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna strain it out. Using the ramen strainer. Good old ramen strainer. Yeah, so you know, what are you gonna do? You can't really complain too much, otherwise you're really gonna get on the bad side. Don't want that, you know, come on. The people making my AC, I don't want to get them on the bad side. Long chopsticks and Daiso. Good for cooking because the short chopsticks, like you know, your hands will feel the heat. Okay. Go. Go set this to the side. Next thing is going to be gyoza. Put those gyoza in there, frozen gyoza. My handy frozen gyoza. You're going to pop my Costco extra virgin olive oil here. Pop those frozen gyoza in there. Boom. Don't want to get burned again. Okay, I'm going to pop these babies into the Ziploc for next time. Put that in the cupboard. I think I got these gyoza. I might have got these gyoza at could have been Costco, or it could have been Japanese grocery store. I don't remember, but I got. Let's see if we can these guys going apart. Get apart. My baby. Yeah, I hope it looks good. I hope it tastes good too. Yeah, go. Unleash. Unleash fury. Separate. Twin power separate. Yeah. Good, okay. Yeah. What I try to do is I'm boiling it first. It's frozen, so I gotta cook it. So it's gotta be cooked. So after I cook it, then I fry it. If I have any doubts, even after it's fried, I'll put it in the microwave for about, I'll zap it in the microwave. You don't want to get that food poisoning. Yeah, that's the miracle of the microwave, you know what I'm saying? Take a look, see what's up. Especially when it's pork. The pork, you gotta cook it a lot longer for it to be cooked. Some people say like maybe 20 minutes. If it's raw pork. But if it's like cooked, halfway or cooked, biggest thing is check the package. But for pork itself, usually about 20 minutes, at least 20 minutes, depending on how hot you heat it. So for me, like for let's say cooking soup, it's being boiled, whatever. It's like for the soup, at least 20 minutes. At least, but probably more, because you're trying to get the pork, all whatever. So, but you can check with your cookbook and stuff like that. So yeah, it depends, but Yeah, I usually gotta ask my sister sometimes. That's to remind me. How long was this again? Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drain. Let's see. going. Keep the love going. Now what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to rearrange them so they can look presentable. And then I'm going to put some oil on so it all kind of fits. Okay, so I try to get all the bottoms. So I'm going to line them all up. Oops, that one's lost cause. Now a little bit. Yeah, these are, that one. Turn that around. Turn around. One around. Okay. Oh, the skin tore. Bummer. Okay. Not bad. Down. Okay, that's good enough. Not bad. Okay, almost a circle. Okay, shoot that. Okay, now next thing we do, pop in some more oil. Let's go. I'm about a little bit over half heat now. The biggest thing sometimes you're cooking with high heat, but still you need the time. Time is a big factor. Taking out the karaage out of the air fryer. Here's another one of the side dishes, is the karaage. Just they were made a couple of days ago, but I put them there in the fridge from the grocer, and I just put them in the air fryer. Pop some, just get some oil on them. Ready to go. Pop a little more oil on it. Nice. Getting this ready? Okay, go. Can't show my skills. Let's see, how am I gonna do this? Okay, let's do it this way. go. Let's see. The gyoza are right there. Okay. Alright, okay, so take a picture real quick. Next thing now is the main course. We're making the, preparing the somen. Okay. One of the main ingredients, guess what? We'll get some ice. Refrigerator, freezer. Let me it's been a little while since the somen I strained it, so I'm gonna re-rinse it again in the to loosen it up in the because you know after time it starts to coagulate together. So what I'm gonna do is real quick. It's important to rinse out your stuff, you know, keep it clean. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is where are you? Okay. So I'm going to take out some of the somen out of the strainer to get a batch. Usually, like the restaurant, those little, those are the batches. Usually, or if you can see it by hand. Okay, so we do that. Okay, put my ice cubes in. Let me just see that there. I have the soup base I prepared from last time. Pop that baby in. Okay, enough to cover it up. I got this from Ralph's yesterday. I found it. It's the ginger paste. The snow cones. Okay, and then I'll open this up, baby up. Okay, look, it's sealed, so I'm gonna have to open it up. And then I'll have to refrigerate it afterwards after I open it. It's only good for a certain amount of time. Okay, open it. Okay, we'll put some of the ginger paste on top to taste. That's good enough for this batch. I'll pop this baby in the refrigerator, and we're done. So that's it. Okay, we have our sorry about that. We have our somen. So this is just make sure the soup becomes ice cold. The somen becomes ice cold, so it's all covered up. So you mix it up there, then you just have it, and then that's one serving, and I'll get another serving and do the same thing again. And then I have my gyoza also. And then I have my karage chicken. So I have all my side dishes, and so it's for a hot day like today. You know, it would be better if I had a restaurant, but well, I can't see it. See, what does it say? How long do you leave it for? No, the biggest thing is you want it just to get cold. You just want it to make sure to get cold. That's all. The soup base was in the refrigerator. So, and it's ginger paste. It's like grated ginger, but I'm not. Depends on everyone. I like ginger, so some people can't stand it. So it's up to you how much you're gonna put in. It's for, you know, it's the taste. So let's try it out. Yep, pretty simple dish. And I'll get a gyoza. Get a karaage. So that's my lunch. So it's very simple. You get at your grocer or Asian grocer. I got a second one. It's gonna be a long hot summer, so I'll be making somen every so often. Okay. One thing you prepare is gonna be a soup base, about 3 to 1 or 4 to 1. You grab different brands of Japanese soup base. There's all different ones, different brands, but a lot of times they're on sale. They keep in the refrigerator. Oh, that's true. That's true. That means I gotta get a place to chat. Okay, guys. Yeah, I'll have to set up a place to chat. I do have a place, but you know, well, I could do that. Let me see. Hang on. Let me put you on video mute real quick and see how this works. Okay, I guess I can. Uh-oh, I might get by. Okay, how's that? Let me see if I can eat. Let's see. Sorry, my big behind. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh. Gonna have to rate that. Didn't mean to show you that that part of the moon. Sorry about that. Okay, so I get the Somen. Oh, that's good. There it goes then. Yeah, it's actually not the top level, so it's cooler here at on this level. Upstairs is just it's gonna get really, really hot. Hey, digital fanboy, how you doing, man? Yeah, I'm not at a restaurant too, so and this is royalty-free track on Spotify free. So hopefully I won't get any strikes on this, you know, because every time I go out and they have music, yesterday was okay because I think the kids were like, the kids from the high school next door were like, came over for the pre-frosh. They're coming over, I guess at summer school. So it drowned out the music, so that was a good thing about yesterday. Hey Lizzie, you're back. Food. Well, I like food. Too much. Let me try to get some Worcestershire sauce. If I have some still. Or some generic one. That's why I keep forgetting to buy that. I think this is empty. I got a French's brand Worcestershire sauce. I think this is empty though. Oops, whoa, not empty. Okay, just enough, that's good enough. Savage, savage. I felt like there was nothing in the bottle. Yeah, I haven't. I should get the real one. The real one's really good. The Worcestershire sauce is really good. Well, it comes like wrapped in some kind of paper. The bottle comes wrapped in some kind of paper. So Lizzie, I hope you're okay, because I remember, you were bowing out for a little while, and even JJ was talking about it. She was like, yeah, she's resting from social media. Let me get the main dish again with Somen. Somen among the ice cubes and ginger. Okay. Water cup from, well, it's actually, water from, water purifier, those Asian water, that's a reverse osmosis. And this is a cup, mana cup from, I got a dozen. I got them from Costco. So the cup, the lid, and then the straw, it comes with it. It was like really good price for a dozen for like around $10. And that was at Costco. So there's tumblers, I wish we use it a lot. I just use it a lot for water cups. I don't drink soda anymore, so, I mean, maybe if there's tea, and I put the ice in there. Sometimes I was bringing it out to the gym, badminton. Oh, that was a bad choice. Someone sat right next to it and knocked it over, and the lid popped off, and water was everywhere. Oh yeah, creeps. Yeah, sorry, Liz. Oh dang, Line also? Yeah, Line, WhatsApp, because I guess for a guy it's different, but what I end up getting that I have to like not pay attention to is I get messages from, well, on let's see, on Instagram, I get all this, what they have is they have like, if you want to pay money to get more followers, I get those kind of things. Or I get the people that says, hey, I want to publicize you, why don't you want to post on our site? Or sometimes I get advertisements for like just weird advertisements. And then, or I get the ones that, hey, are you John? I've been waiting for you. Or you wanted to go play golf? And like it's suspicious female pictures, maybe videos or links. I get a lot of that. I mean, it's a different situation. So I'm not trying to denigrate your situation, Lizzie, because I've had people, my friends, that I've had to help to get out of, extricate out of situations, that weird stuff. Just early on, one of my friends got a message from some guy that really liked her, and he took a bus, I don't know, for 5 or 6 hours to get to LA. So she wanted me to, for protection, to back up, to check him out. So he brought roses and stuff, or a single rose, and met her at the bus station, because he wanted to just check him out, because And then they talked for a little bit, and then I guess that was enough. So that he came over to me and was like, "Let's go, let's leave now," and that was it. So yeah, you know, you really gotta be careful. I mean, in that case, the guy was like a squirrely guy, a tall squirrely guy. So he liked her online, stuff like that. You know, which was can't help that. So you know. Lucky he wasn't, had a lot of friends, had weapons like nowadays, you know, this is way before nowadays. Because I could see nowadays that it would have escalated into something else. Oh man, that's nuts. And the thing nowadays is you can't tell which country they're coming from. And that's another issue. I found out that other cultures, well, they're not saying other, but some cultures around the world, women are seen as not equal to men. And there's a bunch of those societies I found out in the world. And some of them are very dominant or predominant on the internet. I don't want to name who they are. They have things that they think are okay, like what do you call that kind of, when you go and kidnap a girl, a young girl, and take her back to be your wife, they think that's okay. We have some other cultures that think that if you do something, a female, you dishonor their family, and therefore the family will kill you. You guys know what I'm talking about? So I mean, that's just different than the culture that I've been used to when I grew up. Yeah, so I'm just saying that be aware. These cultures are on the internet, and they're there. And what they're doing, they think is okay. They think it's normal. And sometimes I try to confront people at school to ask them their opinion that are of the same country. And I'm not sure, because again, some of these countries are big, some of these countries have different religions and different strata, different cultures. So even within a single country, sometimes you're not going to get the answer that you think they might say, or maybe they won't tell you what they honestly want to say. You know what I'm saying? So especially being in America, where you have a predominantly different kinds of cultures. Because I think that brought about also the situation, I remember, what was it called? Shira Law? Shira Law, you guys remember that? And it was like, what, five years ago, something like that, 6 years ago? That up in the Northeast, that there were some, and that became a rallying cry for certain Republicans and GOPs. You know, so that was interesting. So again, that's I mean, because the other thing also is, like, if you look at culture and Industrial Revolution, you guys have heard of honor killings? Honor killings? Honor killing in some cultures, if you do something to disgrace the family, they have a right to kill you. In some cultures, if a woman does some type of thing, you know, let's say she's active, you know, and some cultures think that she's unclean, and that now I'm free to have a go at her too, you know, things like that. or certain countries that, let's say, hitchhikers go or travel by themselves, and you can see on the news that they're taken advantage of in a horrible way. I mean, in a multitude, to the multitude, and victim blaming comes into play. I think that happens in Japan too. They're saying that it's really hard in Japan because when you report that you've been sexually assaulted, that the police, you know, I think this has been mentioned, I think with Drew and some other people, I can't remember. I remember hearing it on one of the YouTubers that once you're at the police station, basically it's like you're the one that's the cause of it. So it's victim blaming. I mean, and it's, think of like America like 20, 30 years ago or more, when that was the predominant thing in trying to report this kind of violence. Yeah, but I'm just letting you know that some cultures look at Americans or American females and think they're a certain way, you know, just because, and it's like, it's prejudice. I mean, that plain and simple, but or a stereotype, you know. So stereotypes, things like that, they're not easily broken until you have a actual conversation or relationship, whatever, or a social interface with someone. Otherwise, you won't know. You'll only keep the stereotype that you have of whatever it is, culture, etc. I had the same thing when I was in high school. When I went to college, I met actual people from certain areas. I thought everyone out of the United States that didn't speak perfect English was not intelligent. But I found out that was not the case. Let me change it up real quick. Change up the music a little bit. Sorry about that. Well, no. The thing is this. No. It's this. That's just for that situation. I'm saying if you're actually sexually assaulted, that's like you got dragged away, you got drugged, things like that, whatever, and now you're reporting that kind of situation where it's already happened, and then that's when, even for nationals, I mean, if you've seen even in the news over the last couple of years, there was a very high-profile case, and I think there's been a bunch of high-profile cases. If you want to take a look, that even books written that it's still a man's world. Let's just put it that way. Your word is not as good as a man's word to a certain degree. I mean, shikan, or like on the subways, that's a little different. But let's say if you get drugged, or if you go on a date or whatever, stuff like that, it's gonna go. The police will probably take the point of view of a man. You know, it's slowly coming around, but it's not there yet. Let's just say that. So I mean, I'm not saying it's gonna happen every day. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that's, if it does, then that's the other thing is I saw something on YouTube, and it was Jake Bake. Do you know what I'm talking about? Bake a Jake, or what was that? Yeah, but it's really unusual. I mean, it's really unusual, but yeah, I remember I saw it. The guy was just right there on her. She's like a really attractive YouTuber, and Lucky, I think Jacobic, kind of like extricated her out of the situation in one case. Not all, but yeah, it's. I think I mentioned it before, or I don't know if I mentioned it, but I mentioned it on one of the chats. My ex-girlfriend, my girlfriend, I remember I wasn't there. She was up in Hiroshima. So some guy was following her all the time, and actually followed her to an apartment, so he'd hang out. He's like an older salary man. It was a long time ago, but so finally one day, she'd already noticed him. One day he dashes up to her and kisses her, and then rushes off again. But that was that. So nothing ever happened. After that. So lucky, So that's like. She was like, "Oh, I'm flattered," and I was freaked out because I was in the U.S. and she was in Japan. I was like really freaked out, because I couldn't do anything, Yeah, so I don't know. It's.
Uber Eats has got your back. Think snacks
but I have to say, overall, Japan is a hell lot safer than here. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's a hell lot safer. It's just that you guys gotta be aware of certain things. That's all.
Reliably and conveniently. Click now to order on the Uber Eats app. Not literally anything. Item availability varies by market. Alcohol in select cities only. 21.
Overall, for females, you don't have to really worry to a certain degree. In Japan. But I think these are just isolated situations, and maybe it's a reason that some of the women dress the way they do. You know what I'm saying? Think about, so they don't. I think that's also the same thing in here. I remember at school, some Japanese students came straight out of Japan, and they were looking straight out of Japan, which is totally scandalous to a certain degree. Totally, but dressed really nicely and stuff like that. Like, she was dressed as like garu fashion, straight out of Harajuku. So I noticed immediately. I'll say within a week or so, because she had everything. She was full on garu, but I think within a week, all that got toned down. So she was wearing normal stuff that, Southern California students wear at school. But I did notice it was her, but she totally like toned it down. Because she had the freaking heels, the freaking big heels. And this was dead on in summer. Hey Lizzie, yeah, you gotta go get something to eat before you sleep. Okay, have a good night. Well, name calling would be the worst. The least of your, at least that would probably, you'd be getting away with the least. So that's not a, as long as they don't follow you or things like that. Or, I don't know if she did it or didn't do this. If it was me, I don't know. I'm not a female, but if it was me, because I've had people tail me before, on the street. What I do is roll up to a police station or roll up to a Koban and point him out, say, this guy is following me. And then can you document that? And then maybe take a picture of the guy. People don't like getting their pictures taken, especially in these situations, but that's evident. But, or you can ask the police, say, hey, do you want me to take a picture of this guy? Or I have a picture right here, he's following me, and he's right there. So I don't know how much that will escalate a situation, or yeah, those are situations, I guess. Actually, I did have a stalker before. Now you mention it. Well, no, you didn't mention it. I did have a stalker, and it was crazy. And no matter where I went, there was this person and I just like freaking out. It'd always be there. This is when I was in school. So one day I was out somewhere with my buddy, and then I was at a store. I was at a store in the community, and I was with my buddy, and he had come out from the other valley to hang out. So it was like Friday or Saturday night, so it was really crowded. Sat in one shop, and then I saw her there. I was like, oh shit. So what I did was this. I ran in the opposite direction in these crowded aisles, jumped over people to get out. And I think after that, I think she got the message, and she never stalked me again. So that was, so that was pretty interesting. I did have a stalker before. Was that this last Halloween for Wonder Woman? I'll check it out. Was that, or a couple years ago? Because I remember seeing a lot of, in Shibuya, there's a lot of people streaming. So, I mean, you see a lot of people. Five people? What do you mean? 5 people Wonder Woman, or 5 people were on Wonder Woman? Or what? Oh, a couple years ago. Yeah, because like, Halloween is crazy, man. That's all I gotta say. Especially in Shibuya. Well, everywhere. Well, let's see. They have it in Osaka. They have it in Fukuoka. They have it in Kawasaki. But Kawasaki is more like a parade with the kids too. But Shibuya, Fukuoka, and Osaka, they got some crazy. I mean, but Shibuya probably in Japan is the craziest, and I want to go. I'm gonna go check it out. I have been here. I don't know if you guys have heard about the West Hollywood Halloween Parade. I've gone to that, but that was years ago. That was pretty crazy. That's real. I used to go to take pictures and stuff. And my friends would go. I think that was the last time we went was I think more than 5 years ago, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. 6 years ago. But by that time, it was starting to taper down. I mean, I think high prices, the economy was down, so there's less people coming out to West Hollywood from other parts of the country or the world. It was the craziest. I mean, it's America. So I think the one year I was there, LaToya Jackson was working as a publicity stunt, was working at like a yogurt shop, I want to say, in West Hollywood for Halloween. So people that's just clamoring to go there for that, check out that. There's like bars are crazy. They got live bands, people in the streets, and the way that people dress up or cosplay, whatever it is that they have like whatever's in the news, what's never newsworthy, you'll get it there. It's like one year I was there, they had just rescued some Chilean mine workers. So people were dressed up as Chilean mine workers, and I guess they had like they were like mine workers, but they had their goggles and they had like a little hair right there, like it was coming out of a manhole or something like that. But it was really clever. I mean, some people and some friends come as like a deck of cards. Like they put themselves on a card, but they're all dressed up like a queen or a king or a jack, and it's really clever. They got some really clever costumes, and then they got some very provocative costumes. Because again, I don't know if you know what West Hollywood is. It is West Hollywood. Hey Tony G, how you doing? stalkers. Yeah, I did have a stalker before. That's like, yeah. No, that was happening with, I think, some people that were on like YouTube. That was in Japan. So just, some of the difficulties some of the females face sometimes in society or in social media.
Road trips are long, so you're gonna need some essentials. Caffeine, snacks, ooh, doggy treats. And if it's a hot day, water is a must, as is deodorant. Fuel your road trip with Uber Eats.
Okay, let me get another serving of my Somen.
Food to grocery, alcohol, essentials, and more. Delivered fast, reliably, and conveniently. Click now to order on the Uber Eats app. Not literally anything. Item availability varies by market. Alcohol in select cities only. 21 and older to purchase. See app for details.
Okay, added some more ginger to my Somen. Finished up all my dumplings, my gyoza. Okay. Where are we? The weather is freaking hot. I mean, I have no AC, so it's in the high 80s or about 90s or the low 90s. Maybe yesterday was 97 Fahrenheit. So it was around 37, 35. So right now it's about maybe 32 Celsius. Yeah, I think Jennifer, it's hotter at Jennifer's place than it is mine and mine. Well, anyway, let's get off this topic of stalkers. No more stalkers. Yeah, that's not the happiest of topics. Yeah, not happy. It's a balancing game, especially if you know them or have known them. Yeah. Too many other people have had those problems, like, I don't know about your country, but, restraining order and stuff like that, that's a hassle. And then, are there any teeth to restraining orders? That's the other thing, yeah, it's not happy times. But Tony, it must be really cool where you guys are, man. Doggone it. But I think what you said, it's like 11:30, the sun goes down, 11 o'clock, 11:30 where you are? I think it's going down at, it's going down now, I think it's 8 o'clock now, let me double check. Yeah, 8:07, the sun, what? The sun is rising at 5:41 a.m. What the heck? It's going down at 8 o'clock, so no wonder. Oh, tomorrow there's rain. Oh, thunderstorms tomorrow. 15% chance of a thunderstorm. Oh, it's gonna still. Oh, it's like today it's 90 in my area and it's 91 tomorrow. So 89, 87, 87, 91, 9. Oh, it's just gonna be just constantly hot now. So summer is really, really here now. And I really, really need my AC. Well, we're in Southern California. So Southern California typically has hotter weather than Northern California. Northern California is like San Jose and San Francisco. But strangely, San Francisco, my sister's living there, they've been having some really weird hot weather. San Jose actually does have weather like us. They're in a valley. So, but the San Francisco, by part of the bay, they have cooler weather because they're right next to the ocean, Pacific Ocean. But the East Bay, like Berkeley and Oakland and those kind of cities over there, they're the East Bay. They're a little bit warmer, The further you go East Bay from the ocean, you have more hotter weather. Like San Jose is inland in the valley, like us. LA is in a valley. Actually, LA is in a plateau. Los Angeles itself is geographically in a plateau. And there are valleys like to the north, to the northwest, there's San Fernando Valley. And over to the east, there's a San Gabriel Valley. But within the plateau, Los Angeles is actually below sea level. So that, I don't know if you ever watched Snake, what do you call it? Kirk Douglas, Escape from New York, Escape from LA. Well, and he's surfing in LA. What happens is a lot of movies take it upon to think if LA splits or if LA something happens. LA is in a basin and LA is below sea level. So therefore, the plain will flood. It's a floodplain. It's actually a desert. So those things are scientifically or geographically possible. So but think about that. Yeah, it sounds like a nice day. TE did take us on part one or episode one of his little walk in Sweden in a little town. It said near his mom's house. So that was pretty interesting. I think that was like this weekend, or earlier this week. So he did that one. So I'm gonna have my Somen again in my ice cubes. With ginger. Somen's really good when it's really hot, when you're really hot, and stuff like that. So, luckily I haven't been hot today, so Somen isn't having the really good impact. And the ginger, you put the grated or the minced ginger in, and that's in the summer when it's really hot. That's supposed to give you like, I guess, a cooling effect, and that's traditionally known in Japan. But the Somen, you got the Somen, you got the cold Somen, you got the cold soba. And you got the cold udon, actually. You could have your udon either hot or cold. Actually, all of these, you can either have them hot or cold. So I guess the cool ones or cold ones are for the summer. And then the hot ones, I guess, regular if you like hot or hot soup. And then, or for the winter. So those are the ways you can go on that, so. Wow. Yeah. He had. I think it was like. I think it was an hour, about a little bit over an hour, for TE's walk, and there's like I noticed a lot of red buildings of some sort, and he was going around, but I think there's just a lot of different things that I was watching in that. So it looked, well, come on, it's sweet, I guess. Like, I'm not sure, but there's not too many big buildings. Even I think in Stockholm there weren't. I think, oh yeah, when I was walking the streets, you have all this just older structures. You know what I'm saying? So it's not the cookie cutter stuff you see here that's all been built in the last 30, 40 years. You know, stuff like that, or the last 5 or 10 years. A lot of some of the stuff, you know, the skyscrapers and stuff like that. So it's a lot of character. I mean, because some of the stuff's probably been there for hundreds of years. Okay, good night. Good night, Tony. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna probably have to go offline also. You know, it is a work day, so I mean, you know what I'm saying. All right, Jennifer, Tony, Lizzie's already gone. I'm gonna cut it here. All right, so take care now, and you have a good one. I mean, I'll probably come back later. I'll probably hit. If it gets too hot here, I might go hit up a tea house, you know, to hang out. If it gets really hot in here. So right now it's okay, but I'll see you later. All right, take care.